And welcome back to the MTG Rundown. I'm Andrew.
I am #1 hype man, Happy Emmons. How are you?
I'm Elijah.
Not so hype.
Not
Anyways, we're back.
Hype.
And
I'm not so
I'm the not so hype Elijah. Looks down. Just some sad music goes black and white for you. But anyways. But yeah, so we had an exciting weekend. Streets of New Capenna Championship happened and was pretty good. Nice different deck list and standards, so I liked it.
of course this is it. Right,
yeah.
Sorry.
And then we have some Baldur's Gate spoilers. We're going to just name a few cards that we are really liking, and we're going to talk about them. We're going to have some fun.
There's no like, other news. It's just that stuff.
Pretty much.
Okay. Yeah, not too much. Yeah, there's not too much news going on.
I gotta say, I've been playing some standard on Arena now that I finally got some cards. I've been doing Orzhov Angels. It's been slapping pretty hard.
Nice. Orzhov Angels is pretty good.
I want to transfer to Obscura. I just have to get enough of the blue cards in order to make the transition over.
What you're saying is you need Rafine.
Yeah. Well, and Linvala.
Oh yeah.
Sack, hexproof, indestructible. It's really good.
Yeah,
pretty good.
It's the I'm gonna board wipe and go. No, you're not, because that's like the one downfall of the deck
no,
right now.
Board
it's
wipe,
mostly creature. It's board wipe, and I go. How about no? Unless you're running farewell, it does nothing.
I've been running a lot of Esper mid range Arena.
Mid range has been
so
going
championship.
pretty hard.
What was going on?
Yeah, so championship, our top 8 deck list. So the winner was Jan Merkel with Jeskai Hinata.
Yeah,
which was,
of course, because Hinata is busted. And,
Hinata is really good. Here's what I like about these top 8. Before I go into these a little bit more. One, there was no Naya runes
Thank God.
in there
Interesting.
at all, which was really good. I'm really happy about that.
Yeah.
Number 2, there were ones that you expected to be there, but also ones that haven't been in like top 5 in a while. So it's been kind of nice. So first one, obviously winner. Congratulations. Jeskai Hinata. It's a real fun deck. It's your Jeskai. Hi, I'm just going to burn things for real cheap because Hinata's
so
really
it's just
good.
4 Hinatas, 4 gold spans, and then just
spells that
and then
say
you magma
no.
opus.
You magma opus, yes.
Great.
Yep.
Great.
That's the list. That is the list right there. It's going.
Love it.
Do you though?
No.
No.
I don't like getting magma opus for 2 mana.
What's wrong with that?
Hinata's ridiculous.
What's wrong with it? Hinata's perfectly balanced. Nothing wrong with Hinata at all. Nothing wrong. Next, we have Esper mid-range.
Hey!
So, Esper mid-range, I don't know what place this one... Okay, second place, actually. So, yeah, second place on this one. So, again, Esper has been taking, like, a nice, more mid-range approach in Standard, which I like. It's not your, like, how it used to be a lot of control and a lot of...
Oh, yeah,
like,
it was... Esper Hero was, like...
that was the last one.
Yeah.
And now this one is just basically you're using Luminarch Aspirant, Tenacious Underdog, Rafine, because why not?
Because Rafine is
good.
Not so but so.
Oh, yeah. And then it's definitely a Planeswalker heavy deck. You know, you're using Wandering Emperors, Lolth, Sorin, Kaito.
Yeah.
You do have your
Make
still
a bunch of
controlling
threats
spells.
and then,
yeah. And then enchantments. Wow, enchantments. Wow, I can't talk today. You have Meat Hook Massacres, and we have some wedding announcements. I can't stand
Who's getting married?
What?
Obviously, Esper mid-ranges.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh, I was just totally zoned out. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
why are we just moving on to
No, it's
random
like, hey,
information?
guys, we got some wedding announcements.
I'm just like,
and
you're
I
already
was
married,
oh,
aren't you,
who's
Andrew? What's
getting
happening?
Yeah, no, that's an enchantment from Vow.
Oh, yeah,
Wedding
it is, isn't
announcement.
it? See, I
it's actually
understand
running
that.
it and doing really well.
That's cool.
Good. I'm glad we're doing some Adams Family right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
I
really
started
solid
it.
deck.
To be
list.
honest, I started
Elijah
it.
started it.
Yeah, way to go.
I'm just carrying the torch.
No,
Next we
just
have-
Jeskai
Storm.
Storm.
It's what they've
Get
called
out of
Jeskai
here.
Storm. No Hinata.
Here.
Well, no, because it's Lear instead.
Yeah, it's just Lear instead. What's wrong with Lear?
The one card you replace is friggin' Lear.
Well, there's a lot less X stuff.
True, but it's like, oh, just to like search replace Hinata with Lear, and okay, there you go.
And some Fable of the Mirror Breakers to copy your gold spam.
Yeah.
Is the
What's
win
wrong
con
with
in this
that?
deck
So
literally
great.
Hall of the Storm Giants?
No,
No.
Just beat you in the face with it?
no, it's you cast things like Spike Field Hazard, Voltage Surge, and things like Unexpected Windfall and Big Score to ramp into your gold span, and then just keep casting them over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's where Storm.
So
comes
you
in.
beat them in the face with gold.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
Beat them in the face with gold
Slash
span.
Hall of Storm Giant if you have to.
Exactly. Another Esper mid-range deck, which
Pretty similar.
very,
Pretty much the
very
same.
similar. Very similar. Jund to mid-range. Jund got in there, so that's nice.
Good for Judd.
Yeah, just it's your standard Jund mid-range.
Good for her.
Good for her.
How much could a standard deck cost, Michael? $300?
No.
Yeah, it's $500.
But yeah, no, it's just a standard little Jund mid-range. You know, you got Jund stuff. It goes in, it goes burr, and you'll hopefully win. Got top 8, so Grixis Vampires.
Ooh.
That should catch your eye a little bit with Vampires.
Nothing?
Okay.
It's
All
a
right.
$450 standard deck. The answer is no.
No, gotcha.
No,
okay,
it doesn't
fair.
matter how much I like the archetype. You can get out of here if you think I'm paying more than $150 for a standard deck. It ain't happening.
That's my boy. Anyways, no, it was actually a really cool build I liked for Grixis Vampires.
It is super cool.
Yeah, it's definitely a very cool build. It's very mid-rangey. It's very much a, it gives you that Grixis feel of like hating on their stuff, but you're still going in with a bunch of bloodthirsty vampires.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's using the Evelyn the Covetous.
Yeah,
which I
Evelyn's
like
so
a lot.
good.
Which I
Evelyn's
like
so
a lot.
good.
Evelyn is pretty sweet.
Yeah, love it. Next, another Jund mid-range. This one was more focused on tokens, I will say, just because they threw in Ginny Faye. So they went into more of a token type beat 'em down version for this Jund mid-range deck, which I really like because I'm a fan of Ginny Faye. I've been using Ginny Faye a bit on Arena with some deck building stuff I've been doing, and my god, the synergy with her is great.
Oh, they got a Ziathora in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Two of
Ziatora's
her.
in there.
Shit.
Yeah, Ziatora's in there.
Is Ziatora a lady? I didn't know that.
I did not know that either.
She is dragon. She is dragon queen. You know, she's just like the leader, but yeah.
Huh.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
Well,
Good for her.
good for her.
Dude, Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss Ziatora.
And then the last one is Naya mid-range, which is basically literally the only red cards in there is Fable, the Mirror Breaker, and Voltage Surge. The rest of it's basically
Celestia with a
beatdown.
splash of red.
It's Lesnia beatdown.
Selesnya beatdown with a little bit of spice.
Yeah.
With like a drop of red food coloring.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, those were the top 8. I was a fan of these. Again, it wasn't
No, they're
Naya
all pretty
runes.
unique. I like them a lot.
You're a fan.
Exactly.
Well, it's pretty unique except for the Esper mid-range deck that,
showed up twice.
showed up like 8 times, yeah.
Oh, it showed up
I thought it was
twice.
3.
Nah, it was just twice.
No,
It was 2 Jund mid-range, a Grixis,
Grixis, there it is.
a couple Naya. No,
A lot of mid-range,
yeah,
though.
A lot of mid-range.
Well, there was 2 Jeskai, but they were different archetypes.
Yeah,
They were both
they
the
were
same
different.
color, though.
Well, technically, this isn't really Jeskai. Well, I guess there is a couple Jeskai stuff in there. Not too much though.
Well, let's
This was basically
is coloring drop of white.
Yeah, basically. So yeah, no, that was the top 8. So grats to Jan Merkel winning it with Jeskai Hinata. So that was good. That was
is it
good.
Jan or is it Jan?
Jan, I don't know.
Well, because their last name is Merkel.
Maybe it's Jan. Could be Jan. Who knows? I know who does know. They know.
They know. The Wizards Twitter account, who is posting about this all weekend, knows.
Yep, for sure. But yeah, so that was the exciting tournament stuff that happened over the weekend. It was great. So now we moved on to the more important part. Baldur's Gate spoilers.
Baldur's Gate.
So we've each chosen about 3 to 4 different cards that we really, really like from the most recent spoilers that have come out this past week. So how we know it? Let's start with you, Elijah.
Oh, we're starting with me? All right,
yeah, we'll start with you.
I will pull out the first card. The first card I'm gonna do is it's a rare. It is called Intellect Devourer. It is a 4 mana, 3 and a black creature horror. That's a 2/4. When it ETBs, each opponent exiles a card from their hand until it leaves the battlefield. And then it has Body Thief. You may play lands and cast spells from among cards exiled with Intellect Devourer. If you cast a spell this way, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. To cast it. And the reason I like it just because it's a little it's going into my Umbrus deck, which cares about casting horrors. So on cast, someone's going to Mill's Isle until they hit a land, and then everybody at the table besides me is going to pick whatever card they don't want in their hand, and they're going to throw it into exile by Intellect Devourer. If I haven't played a land per turn, someone might be getting rid of a land if they don't want to get rid of a bigger spell or something. That's an immediate land for me. That's ramp because I don't have to burn it out of my hand. And then as long as Intellect Devourer's chilling on the board, I get to cast anything else that someone decided to throw in there, which is still just value in general. I don't have to cast it out of my hand. I got something to work with. Not to mention it buffs Umbrus by at minimum 3. Which sometimes is enough because sometimes I can get it to 20 pretty easily, and I just need that little extra buff. So play him, swing. I mean,
it's going in Prosper.
It's not a bad body either.
It's going in Tasha.
It's true. He's
Yeah.
going in Tasha.
Yeah.
Definitely going in Tasha for sure.
I like it. It looks really cool. It's a brain that's walking on legs. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
It honestly looks like a brain crab.
It killed in like one of the first episodes of Critical Role. It kills a character.
Yeah.
Intellect Devourer.
It's pretty good.
Well, it reduces his intellect to 0, which is basically dead, but
yeah,
not quite. Not quite. Thanks, Pike.
All right, there's my first one.
Happy.
Nine Fingers Keen is my first card. Sultai +1, Menace 4/4, Ward, pay 9 life. I hope you like the number 9.
Because it's coming a lot.
Whenever Nine Fingers Keen deals combat damage to a player, look at the top 9 cards of your library. You may put a gate card from among them onto the battlefield. Then, if you control 9 or more gates, put the rest into your hand. Otherwise, put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order.
What's the power toughness?
4/4.
So it has the word 9 5 times.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
I like them.
Yeah, they're good.
Pretty cool.
I like it. I like gate ramp. I'm
Gate
for
support, man.
All
Especially because
that
now we
gate
got
support.
Baldur's Gate for ramp, even more ramp.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just really glad they put gates in the Baldur's Gate set.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
here for
I
it.
need I'm here for it as
I'm
well.
having a good time.
So my first card is
Y'all
going
like
to be
Maze's End?
Yeah,
Two.
Great.
Good. I can't wait to lose to that.
Yeah, y'all like Maze's End?
it's gonna be fun.
It's going to be wonderful. Maze's End, more like your Maze's End. I don't know.
All your maze are belong to us.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go. That's what
But I like my corn.
I hate breakfast.
Oh God.
That was good.
All right, so my
what I wanted.
first card is going to be Storm King's Thunder. It is a mythic 3 red and X in an instant. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell X times. You may choose new targets for the copies.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I like it. Kess is going to love it. Especially if there's, a
Might be a
1,000
little
year
much
storm.
for you guys now, but your kids are going to love it.
Yeah. Wow.
You ever think about how that movie implies that a white man invented rock and roll instead of the black person who actually did?
Yeah.
You ever think about that? That's a weird one. Anyway,
I like how we're taking a turn here.
I'm just
That's
saying.
what we do.
I'm just saying.
I also like the flavor text on this. The I alone am worthy to decide where lightning strikes by Hecaton Storm Giant King. Nice little line there, but no, I really like this card. It's gonna be great in the cast deck that we're kind of remodeling up a little bit.
It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty good.
I mean, at worst, it's a 4-mana copy of spell, which ain't bad. But I mean, every 1 mana extra is another instance of a copy. So it's a 5 mana for 2, a 6 mana for 3. It's
You know what would be
pretty
really
good.
funny is if you had 1,000 year storm out.
or a twinning staff. Get an extra copy in there.
I love it when I can just make your face do that. What's wrong with 1,000 year storm?
You kill 1,000-Year Storm. That's the end of it. You just do it.
You
have to
should.
Hey, Elijah, what's your next card?
Yeah,
What's my next card? All right.
I don't want to think about 1,000 Year Storm anymore.
All right. My next card's gonna be Legion Loyalty. It is 6 and 2 white mythic enchantment, and something awesome that Baldur's Gate's bringing back is Myriad. So this enchantment is creatures you control have Myriad, and yes, they do stack, which means that if you attack with a creature that has double Myriad, it will trigger individually twice. It's awesome. For those of you who don't know, Myriad states, Whenever a creature with myriad attacks for each opponent other than the defending player, you may create a token that's a copy of that creature that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. Exile the tokens at the end of combat.
Nice.
Which
cool.
is, I mean, that's every creature you have with myriad, which is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Happy were debating. If you have a token doubler on the board and you attack with something with myriad, do you sack the tokens created with the doubling or no? Because I don't think you do.
I don't think you do either.
No,
Because exiling is based off the exile comes from the enchantment. It's not on the token. So the token that's copied doesn't have that copy, and I don't think the enchantment sees those.
Defending player, you may create a token that's a copy of that creature that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. Exile the tokens at end of combat.
So let's say you had like an anointed procession, just keep it in white, right? You attack, you're going to make 2 for each opponent.
Sure.
So 3 of them are going to be exiled by the myriad. Are the other 3 going to? I don't think they are.
Well, with anointed procession and doubling season and stuff like that, I believe it's a replacement effect of how many you're making. So just because you're making end token, so basically what it would do is like with anointed procession, if you were to make 1 token, you make 2, right?
Yeah.
So with this myriad, you're just making 2 of the same token that's following that same rule. So you would sacrifice.
You would still?
If an effect would create 1 or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many of those
it itself,
tokens
that
instead.
effect is creating multiple tokens. Thus, okay.
Yep.
Yes.
I was just
It's
making sure.
It's a good question.
However, if you populated after the tokens were made, I don't think they would get sacked.
No, I think the populace just put a token that's a copy of another token you already have onto the battlefield.
Exactly.
And this isn't putting this effect on the token, so
Correct.
it's not a copyable effect.
Correct.
So
Right.
populate would get around that.
Sure.
Yep.
So token doublers would just double your myriad, which is always great. That's a lot of extra damage and a lot of extra like ETBs and stuff. And then populate would help keep those tokens around. So I like it.
If you were
It's
really hung up on it.
Yeah. Blade of Cells is definitely going in.
and Blade of Selves, the reprint
Blade of
for
Selves
that's
is sweet.
fantastic. It's basically equipped creature has myriad, which is again a fantastic card.
It's pretty sweet. It's a good reprint.
There.
We wanted the reprint, we got it.
All right. Happy. What's your next one?
Displacer Kitten, boy.
Oh my God.
Displacer Kitten.
I love it. I love it so much.
A blue and 3 colorless for a 2/2. Avoidance. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, exile up to 1 target non-land permanent you control, then return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control.
Wow,
Nice.
it's a blink effect.
Oh, it's so good.
Y'all mind if I counter your spell and flicker an unrelated dude?
Also, here's this
That's
adorable
real.
cat.
It is.
Yeah,
a pretty cute
it's that's
It's a
really
very
cool.
adorable cat.
That's
Yeah.
a great card.
Yeah. It's going to be very good. Oh.
Is it on every cast? It's every cast.
Non-creature spell, yeah. So, oh my god, that means you just need Displacer Kitten, Archaeomancer, and take an extra turn spell, and then
No, you
just
don't.
yeah.
No, you don't.
And
You
then
don't
need
just,
that.
And then you just go infinite when you cast
Yeah.
the take an extra turn spell.
1,000-Year Storm.
Okay.
Yeah, just to make
Yeah,
you.
no,
I just want to.
yeah.
Because
Let's 1,000-Year Storm.
Yeah,
that,
let's
Andrew.
do it.
Let's
Let's
1,000-Year
do
Storm
it.
that, Andrew.
I'll do it. I'll do it all day.
I mean, if he has that same combo, he can just replace the take an extra turn spell with a counter spell, and you don't get to do anything with the 1,000-Year Storm.
It's true. It's true.
It's so good.
Speaking of stuff that you can't do stuff with 1,000-Year Storm, I'm going to talk about Rug of Smothering. Rug of Smothering is an uncommon artifact creature. It's a construct for 3 colorless mana. It is a 1/3. It flies. Whenever a player casts a spell, they lose 1 life for each spell they've cast this turn. So that's a nice Aetherflux Reservoir you got there. Mind if it just doesn't work? I like it.
It's not that it doesn't work. It just as long as it's their turn, it fully counters.
Just
it.
negates it. Yeah, just negates the stuff.
Well, they can actually die before the trigger for gaining the life happens because they'll get
sure
the
can.
trigger for gaining life, and then you'll get the trigger for Rug. It will kill them, and they'll lose the
I'm
trigger
just
off the stack.
imagining, like when I see Rug of Smothering, I'm just imagining Doctor Strange's cape.
Yep, that's my thought.
Garroting somebody like. Grr.
You should read the flavor text. It's really good.
Oh yeah. No, not an accessory to murder. I'm looking for an accessory for murder. By Najah Flaming Fist Investigator. That's a title.
That's
pretty
cool.
good. Yeah, that's a fun one. That's a fun
It's
card.
a fun card.
It's
for
definitely
real.
a fun card. I like it. I think that
It
could
can show you the
potentially be
world.
a staple. Could potentially.
Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Yes. What's your next card, Elijah?
All right, next card. I don't know why I'm on a planes kick for some reason. What?
No,
you say?
go ahead.
It's fine.
Ascend from Avernus. X and triple white for a sorcery. I have no clue what you're saying.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Happy's
Don't worry
just
about it.
battling.
Don't worry
It's
about
fine.
it. Don't worry about it.
It's the inner demon thing. It's fine.
X and 3 planes for a sorcery. Return all creature cards and planeswalker cards with mana value X or less. But you're just really fucking me over here. What are you saying?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
I hate
Return all creature and planeswalker cards with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Exile Ascend from Avernus. I like it.
I like it.
It's a mass return for creatures and planeswalkers, and all you have to do is get it high enough to hit everything in the graveyard, and it grabs everything there and lower and goes, it's back. And I like that. That's a really cool. I think I'm throwing that in Angels. I think I'm throwing that
cool.
in the Angel deck.
Yeah.
That's awesome,
it.
dude. I like it.
I like it.
What's your next one, Happy?
Pact Weapon.
Ah, yes.
Black and 3 colorless for an artifact equipment. As long as Pact Weapon is attached to a creature, you don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. Whenever equipped creature attacks, draw a card and reveal it. The creature gets +X until end of turn, and you lose X life, where X is the card's mana value. Equip. Discard a card.
That's not bad.
Dealing with children today.
Yep.
This
This one's hot.
This sword is sweet.
No, it's equipment. It's not a sword necessarily. It can be whatever you want. It's a packed weapon.
It's a sword.
When you attune, listen, with a packed weapon, you can make
It's
it how you
called
want it.
Pact of the Blade, Andrew.
But you literally, packed weapons can be whatever the hell
I
you
know.
want it to be.
I know, but that's a sword.
Yes, in the image, it's a sword, but you can.
it
But
looks
you
like
can
a
use your
katana
imagination.
sword.
If it's
It
attached to a creature, you don't lose the game for having 0 or less.
Exactly.
life.
So
Yeah.
it's a lich effect. It's a lich effect that doesn't suck.
Yeah,
Um,
it's great.
Yeah, and you get to
Reveal the top card and buff it like crazy.
You get to almost bob.
Almost
and
Bob,
then,
yeah.
And then its equip cost is discard a card. Dude, I want to be doing that anyway.
Yeah, it's good. It is a
It's
good.
probably
good
going
effect.
in Lily just because.
Can you pay the equip cost and equip to the same creature that you're already equipped to just to do it?
You can bounce it between creatures. I don't think you can re-equip it to the creature it's already equipped to.
Yeah, no, you can't re-equip.
Oh, you can't re-equip it. All right, then
it's
I guess that's a little bit more balanced then. Because my first thought was like, oh, then anytime you need to discard a card, you say, hey, I'm equipping this creature again and discard the card.
Just bounce it between other.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying it's better if it's one creature. 'Cause
Yeah,
you
no, I
need
feel you.
slightly less for a combo like that to work. But yeah, I see what you mean.
My next card, Miriam, Sentinel Wyrm. So it is a legendary creature, Dragon Spirit, for oh my gosh, Tamir. There we go. Tamir colors, red, blue, and green, and 3 colorless. Flying Ward 2. Whenever another non-token dragon enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary if the creature is legendary, and it is a 6/6. That's pretty good.
That's a pretty good card,
That's-
even if he did mispronounce the word worm.
Wyrm?
Worm.
Worm?
Worm.
Worm?
Mhm.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah, it's
fine.
okay.
I'm human. It's
No,
fine.
it's all good.
It's a 6/6. And it's
Are
a
you
rare.
sure about that?
It's a rare.
It is only a rare, and that's wild. This card
That's-
is good. This
Yeah,
card is
yeah.
sweet.
This actually makes me kind of want to do like a dragon tribal
I
deck
would
SSS Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
for
is
sure.
the one card that makes me think like maybe.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Maybe that's good enough on. Maybe I don't need Ur Dragon.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, based
Right.
based on all the dragons we've seen so far, especially in those 3 colors, like you get to run the dragon that says, well, "Look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast dragons from the
Yeah.
top of your library."
Yeah, there is a
Like-
Can you? Okay, but hold on. So if you did play War Dragon, you drop that guy, cast a War Dragon.
You
Get
get
yourself 2 War Dragons.
Yes.
And then you swing and you do the War Dragon thing twice.
Yeah.
and then because you dropped 2 dragons, this will trigger, giving you 2 more that are not Jeez.
Dude.
Oof.
Okay, so
Fuck
maybe
Dragon aggro.
Yeah.
It's Dragon combo.
Yeah.
It's Dragon combo.
Yeah.
Like a combo. Yeah, no, this set has a theme, and they have buffed dragons quite a bit.
Which is fair.
Which is
Dragons
fair.
have
That's
been
fair.
pretty lacking.
They have been.
I mean, Jund dragons, especially with Karthus, it hasn't been that bad.
True.
Karthus is going to be even more popular now because when Karthus ETBs, you steal all dragons.
Yeah, I know what Karthus
So-
does.
I know. For the viewers, Chief.
Man, you must.
I know what that. I know
For
what
you,
that,
because you're also watching
I know
in
what
post
I
for you
know-
as well.
It's true.
Taste that.
I do watch them.
You guys taste that? Yep, that is salt in the air.
Yeah.
That's so
I wonder why the
weird.
air started tasting so good.
That's so good.
Yeah, dude.
Elijah, give me another card.
Cloud Kill, I like.
Okay.
Like Cloud Kill.
Dude. Sorry, there is no spell in D&D that has killed me more than
Then Cloud Kill. Oh yeah, it's gonna be killing a lot more stuff. 4 and 2 black for a sorcery. It's an uncommon. All creatures get neg X until end of turn, where X is the greatest mana value of a commander you own on the battlefield or in your command zone. It's basically just 6 mana Toxic Deluge, and as long as your commander is big enough, you don't have to pay life for it.
Yep.
I mean, if you're running Dragon, that's 9 -9 -9. Yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but it's not.
it's not
I'm
as
not.
Toxic Deluge, I can do 39.
Yes.
You know, and that's
Pretty good.
I'm just saying, if you can't get a
Or
Toxic
more if
Deluge,
you're playing like a life game deck like I do.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can just do 100.
if you can't get a Toxic Deluge, this is definitely the next best step.
Sure.
Because especially if your commander is up there in mana value.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like in an Dragon deck, that's neg 9. If you're playing anything else, I mean that's huge.
So I have a Cloud Kill story that's really funny.
Oh, do you?
So this session that I'm about to stop DMing after this Saturday, I put him in an encounter where I decided to take the Cloud Kill spell and I made it a little different. And I basically had it attached to a person. So when they died and they exploded, it was basically instant kill.
Instant cloud kill. Sure.
Yeah, it was great. So this night we were missing a couple people. So I said, you know what, I'll throw one of my NPCs in there just to give them help because this is kind of a tough fight. And I don't necessarily want anybody dying here. So I don't think any of them really want to die.
Yeah.
So, I'll throw my NPC in there and make it a little easier on them. Well, the bad guy's about to explode. He's like one more hit and he explodes and he's
he
dead.
poofs, yeah.
He poofs. He's great. He's this necromancer. He's wonderful.
Yeah.
And my NPC does this thing where he kind of knocks everybody back, but our lovable monk, which if he does watch this, Tommy, you're wonderful and great. He watches it sometimes. So he decided, no,
Did the thing.
I don't want to be knocked back because I'm a monk and I can evade that. Evasion. And then
Okay, buddy.
he dies, takes all that health, it goes away, and he's like, oh, so do I make death saving rolls? No, you sure don't. Because I decided to do something different with it.
What? No. Cloud kill is bad enough already. You
Yeah.
don't need to make it
I was
worse.
told to make things challenging, so I did, Happy.
Cloud kill is challenging, and you know what's a fun challenge? You know what's a fun challenge?
Including
In
Cloud Kill?
Descent to Avernus. When you're level friggin' 3 or 4, maybe, you get trapped in an enclosed room with 3 guys who can cast Cloud Kill once a day. You know what they do?
They cast
Cloud Kill in an enclosed room where we are all frigging trapped. And we just go, what am I supposed to do? That's it. That's challenging.
Needless to say, I made it so where the only
Oh,
way...
they can clone themselves, by the way.
Oh,
They
good,
can clone
good.
themselves.
Oh, okay.
which means that they get
Well,
another cast of Cloud.
Yes.
The only way he could be revived was through a wish spell or divine intervention, and guess what? The paladin wasn't at the session that day.
Paladins don't have divine intervention.
That's also
Well,
true.
the paladin has stuff that he could have helped with that, so it's not divine intervention, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, paladin stuff.
paladin stuff.
Why did he die evading the knockback?
Because he thought it was a trap.
Because then he got a face full of Cloud Kill, and Cloud Kill is a con save, so there's no way around that for a monk. So he just took all that damage to the face, and then.
Well, I don't. Cloud Kill also pushes you back?
No.
No.
His guy.
My
tried to
NPC
push
was
him
trying to
away.
push everyone else that was the melee people back.
And
But
then he died to the
he
cast of
evaded
Cloud.
it. He evaded the
the
pushback.
knockback and then died to a Cloud Kill cast.
Yes.
Yeah.
But nobody else did because they got knocked back.
Correct.
Yeah.
Monks, man.
Yeah.
Monks, man.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Monk shit.
Monk shit.
Monk
But,
shit.
Yeah, no, so yeah, that's great. I like Cloud Kill.
And
It's
that
really
is
fun.
on theme because this is Baldur's Gate.
Exactly.
It is. Oh, yeah. We can definitely mix D&D.
My next card is Bane, Lord of Darkness.
Bane.
Oh,
In the darkness.
You think the darkness is your ally?
The darkness is your. Remember that summer where just everybody had
Yeah.
a Bane impression?
Everyone was doing it
Oh.
all the time. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Everyone was bad.
what a good time. So it's Esper +1 for a 5/2. As long as your life total is less than or equal to half your starting life total, Bane, Lord of Darkness is indestructible. Yada yada yada. I don't care.
You think your laundry is your ally?
You think your laundry is your ally. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, target opponent may have you draw a card. If they don't, you may put a creature card with equal or lesser toughness from your hand onto the battlefield.
So what me and Happy divined off this card is that's not what it says. It says whenever a non-token creature you control dies, you're drawing a card because nobody's going to let you play something for free. There's no way, especially because toughness gets around a lot of mana
Well,
costs.
that depends. A, how far back am I losing? B, do I want to see chaos?
That's true.
I might
I guess
actually allow it.
because you might allow it. And to be fair, there might be times where you say go for it and they're dropping nothing. That can definitely happen.
Could be,
But because it's a toughness based thing and it's equal to or less, you could easily like play off that fact by like just putting in high toughness stuff for no reason, just because you can drop bigger, better things. Like my favorite is because it's blue, you can run the Charix with the 0/13.
Yeah.
That you can pay 3 to flip it based on the number of islands. If that's on the board and it dies, and someone goes, you know what, you can play something. Well, that's 13 or less out of your hand. That's scary.
Y'all mind if I Razaketh the Foul Blood?
Yeah, right? You mind if I get a free Razaketh? Because that's what happens. You just get to cheat him. It's great. I love the card.
All right, we're going to go one more round with one more card each.
Sure.
So, because I've been enjoying this. I like the little
Yeah.
A little
Back we're
back
going.
and forth.
Back and
the
forth.
little back and forth. So my final card that I'm pretty hyped about is Ancient Copper Dragon.
That guy's pretty sweet.
It is a 6-drop, 2 red and 4 colorless. It is a creature elder dragon. It's a mythic, not a legendary. Has flying, obviously dragon, and it's a 6/5. Whenever Ancient Copper Dragon deals combat damage to a player, roll a d20. You create a number of treasure tokens equal to the result. Hi, Prosper. You have a new pet dragon. Just telling you right now, you have a new pet dragon.
The thing that I told Happy was this does exactly what he's wanted the roll mechanic to do, which is it's not a list based on based on the range. It's you do something based on the value period.
And so far, all of the ancient dragons that they've
are all just
shown-
roll it and see
Yeah.
what
roll it and
happens.
See what happens.
Because-
the silver one is roll it and draw cards equal
Yeah.
to the number,
And then you have no
sick.
maximum hand
That's
size
sick.
for the rest of the game.
Yeah, which is really really cool.
And then this one is so that's why I
Makes
like
out
it.
of
And
mana, yeah.
90 and the reason why I like it this way is it rewards you for doing a lot of the rolling because then you have the stuff that helps you cheat it by rolling multiple and taking the highest.
Oh my god.
Meaning you'd be able to roll 3. Yeah.
No maximum hand size
Yeah.
either. Jeez.
Yeah, now you have to activate you have to actually deal combat damage
Oh, yeah.
for it to trigger.
Oh
But
no,
it's
that's
still-
so
I know.
hard to do as an
I mean,
8/8 flyer.
It's an 8/8 flyer. Yeah, like I mean,
Oh man, how am I going to do that? Thank
it's
you.
great. Like that's the reason why I like it is because you're going to be rolling multiple die and taking the highest,
Yeah.
which means that just gets better as long as you're running the support for it, and I like it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a nice. That way is a nice little spicy. Here we go, guys. Roll. Oh man, I hit a 3. Everybody laughs at the table because it's funny. And then you roll and hit like a 17, and everybody just goes like, no.
No, wait, hold on.
No.
Hold on.
How about no?
How about no? What's your final card?
So Happy, you know how you did Bane?
Yeah.
You know how he's what Esper, right?
Esper, yeah.
Boy, do I got a card for you, Chief.
Okay.
For that. The Council of Four.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
3 mana Azorius, 0/8.
Yeah. Here for
Whenever a player draws their second card during their turn, you draw the card. Whenever a player casts their second spell during their turn, you get a 2/2 white knight. I think that's a really good card to include because eventually when they kill it, you're either drawing another card or you're dropping something 8 toughness or less. How about Razaketh? Just real quick.
Working all those nose.
Yeah, right? yeah, I'll mind if I Pelurkranos real quick.
Yeah.
By the way, that does work on gods, by the way, because gods are technically creatures in your hand until you play
God
them.
of this new
So
world.
you just be able to drop one of the gods for free.
Angry.
I like it. I think that goes in the deck because it definitely gives you the advantage of draw and extra bodies for stuff. They are tokens, so it doesn't count for the death, but it's still extra bodies to block with.
That
And
Exar's fine with that.
bunch of dudes.
you're gaining a bunch of value, and it's got the toughness thing going on.
Yeah.
My last card is a little out of character for me. I usually don't like red. This last card is friggin' sweet. It's Bailor. 2 red, 3 colorless, 5/5 flyer. Whenever Bailor attacks or dies, choose one or more. Each mode must target a different player. Target opponent draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards at random. Target opponent sacrifices a non-token artifact. Bailor deals damage to target opponent equal to the number of cards in their hand. Attacks or dies.
Yes. I like
Bailor rips. I love that
it.
card.
Bailor does rip.
And he's a
It's-
5/5 flyer, so he's just going to smack for 5.
And a
He's just gonna-
mythic.
well-costed, cool abilities. He's going to smack people up. That's a good card. That's a
What
good
he
card.
does, it's what he done diddly does. I love it.
I like Font of Magic as well, but whatever.
But yeah, Font of Magic is really good.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
do like that one. I'll read that one real fast. I'll end it on that. Font of Magic. It is a mythic enchantment. Blue and 3 colorless. Instant sorcery spells you cast cost one less to cast for each time you've casted a commander from your command zone this game.
Which is pretty sweet.
What?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Oh, hey, Kess, I got a new toy for you. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
That's pretty sweet. Holy shit.
Especially for commanders like Kess, where like everybody's gonna kill it the second it's out.
Oh, yeah. It's like,
So
okay.
you're just like, okay. Keep killing it.
Keep
Keep killing it.
And then you go, cool, 4 mana, my spells are free.
Yeah.
And they're like, wait, what? You're like, oh, it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
Because Kez doesn't have to be on the board for that. It's just
Exactly.
a matter
Yeah.
of time. So
Oh, yeah. Plus, you can throw cards in there like Lear or, Past in Flames, you know? Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
I'm just gonna flashback this Past in Flames for 1 red mana.
Yes.
Eep.
All day.
Eep.
All day.
You mind if I Jessica's Will for 1 out of
I'm
the
gonna- yeah, I'm
graveyard
gonna-
with
I'm
Underworld
gonna-
Breach
yeah.
for eternity? You mind if I do that real quick?
I'm just gonna constant repeated reverberation
Yeah.
for a lot for like 2 mana.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna cast Storm King's Thunder for 3 red mana and copy my Jessica's Will 8 times because fuck you. That's why.
That's my favorite kind of fuck you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
really
But yeah,
good.
no, this set is turning out to be really freaking cool.
I like this. I like the stuff they're bringing back. I like the Myriad. I like the D20 rolling to give us
Yep.
stuff. I think the initiative is weird.
It's weird, but I dig it.
Yeah.
I wish they would have just done more just default venture to buff up what they previously did. I think that would have been better. But
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last thing I want to close out on is obviously with this set, there are some pre-release events going on for this.
Yep.
So take this time real fast to explain how that works. Go, Happy.
Yeah. So, am I really the only person here who's drafted Commander Legends?
I did not draft Commander Legends, unfortunately.
I read it. I know how to do it. I never
Interesting.
did it. But
Yeah.
I
So,
know how.
the only pre-release events for this set are draft, which is weird. So when you buy a pre-release pack, you are going to get 3 draft Commander Legends packs, and depending on how cool your store is, a set booster to pump it up a little bit. But what you're going to do, so those 3 packs, instead of the normal 15 card booster pack, It is a 20 card booster pack.
I think Commander Legends was around the same, right?
It was also 20. So what you're going to do is you're going to crack open your pack and you're going to pick 2 cards.
Dose.
You're going to set those cards aside and pass to either right or left, and you're going to pick 2 cards every time you pick from a pack. Repeat that for all 3 packs. You're going to make a 60-card deck that does have to follow the majority of the commander rules, right? So you got to have a commander. All the cards in that deck must share the color identity of that commander. However, you can have multiples of the same card, right? So if you pull, right, say 4 lightning bolts, you can put all 4 of those lightning bolts into your deck.
Yes.
Just because
you're working off a limited
You're
pool.
working off a limited pool. And then commander damage works the same way. You're going to be in pods of 4, and
it's still 40 life, right?
It's
or did they drop it to 20?
I think it's like 20. I think it's 20.
Yeah. Maybe 20 or 25 when I say.
Yeah, 25 maybe. I don't totally remember the life total.
Because I think life total, if they leave it at 40, then commander damage is the same. But I think commander damage should drop. If
and you're
the life
drafting
total
in that
drops.
pot of 4, right?
Yeah.
Or is it like because that doesn't seem like there's enough cards to do that for a draft of like a normal draft table. Maybe not.
No, for 8, you still got.
Yeah,
Open 3 packs
true,
and they're
true,
20
true.
card packs instead of 15, so it works.
Yeah, it works.
It works with the same number of cards.
Okay.
But yeah,
Math is hard.
that's how it's gonna work. It is weird, it is confusing, but I'm sure your local game store will help you out.
For sure. Definitely. Awesome. So yeah, guys, be hyped up for that pre-release events. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be fun times, especially with this set. That's gonna basically do it for us. Next week we should come back probably with more spoilers because it's gonna get towards the end, and we'll probably have more of a idea of like, hey, what do we think of this set as a
They'll
whole?
probably also be revealing a lot of the commander deck stuff as well. So
yeah,
we'll be able to
yeah,
see
yeah,
like
yeah.
who leads them, what do the deck lists look like, and
For sure.
other stuff like that. So
come back next week and we'll talk more Baldur's Gate.
because the Commander Legends decks are going to have at least 5 non-in-pack specific cards, just like the last one did with AC and Wylith. So
Wireless.
yeah, Wylith. The pile of those we got laying around.
Dude, we've got literally like 50 of those still.
Because AC was great.
AC,
but
we
Wylith,
out, we cannot keep in stock.
No.
Wylith, good lord.
Wylith is the Boros Voltron commander that does it worse than most of the other ones.
Yeah.
And they didn't put a lot of like equipment you'd care about in it either. Like you don't even need to buy the deck to get better equipment.
Yeah,
if you ignore the deck completely, you're still making a better Boros Voltron deck than that deck.
Yeah.
Fair. All right. Well, I've been Andrew.
I am Happy, the #1 hype man.
And I will be Elijah
And
Eventually.
eventually. Maybe when you're older.
Yeah.
when I'm older.
We'll be back next week for some more MTG Rundown. Have a good one, guys.
Laters.